Hello, welcome back to another exciting class, online class on biopsychology or biological psychology. This is taken from the foundation of psychology, and we are looking at the introduction to psychology. So, today we are looking at sensory and perception. This is your host, Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo. Remember to like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For any information or any question, you can contact me plus 260 976 181253 plus 260 97 61 81253. This program is brought to you by Mukuba College of Education and Copper Belt Institute of Health and Social Sciences. So if you have any, if you want to enroll, there are varieties of courses that Mukuba College of Education and Copper Belt of Institute of Health and Psychology, Health and Social Sciences offers. And you can be able to register for January, March, and June intake. So currently, like for this program, in relationship to this program, which is a Department of Psychology and Counseling, we have got a certificate in psychosocial counseling. We have got diploma and certificate in paralegal counseling. We have got diploma in psychology and counseling. We have got a diploma in teaching methodology, and we have got a bachelor's of psychology and counseling. As I said, this course is taken from the book titled "Foundation of Psychology." So this teaching, it's just a brief overview of what is content in this book. But if you want the detailed information, you can be able to order this book, Foundation of Psychology. So to order this book, you can contact me on plus 260 976 1812 53 plus 260 912 1812 53. Now let's move on. When we talk about sensory senses, what comes into your mind? Obviously there are five senses that comes into your mind, and these are called traditional senses or the common senses. But today I want you to know that I want us to know that those are basic senses, and majorly we have got more than 8 senses, but we are just going to look at 8 of them, which are the most important senses. So when we talk about sensory refers to the process of perceiving and interpreting information from the environment through our senses. So when you are saying sense, I sense, it means that you are perceiving and interpreting information in your environment. So sensory information plays a crucial role in our daily lives, influencing our perception, behavior, and interactions with the world around us. So now, our our behavior sometimes are characterized or sometimes are influenced by our senses, the way we perceive, the way we look at things. So if you have got a long way of looking at things, or the long way of, for example, if you are color blind, then you are going to have the color blind perception. You are going to debate the name of that color. Why? Because because your senses are influencing your decision and are influencing your interactions. So there are 8 basic senses. Number one, sense of sight, and we know the sense of sight, which is the organ that helps in the sense of sight. It is the eyes, and we have got sense of hearing, which is the auditory sense, and which is governed by the ears as the one that takes information. And we have got the sense of smelling, which is olfactory sensory, which is the nose, and we have got the uh, testing sense of testing, which is gustatory sense, which is which is a symbol of the tongue. The tongue is the one that makes the taste. Then we have got the the sense of feeling, which is tactile sense, which is perceived through the skin, and we have got the interoception sense, which is uh, governed by the so the interoception, it is governed by what is called it senses the internal senses like hunger, thirst, and all that. Then we have got proprioception, which is which gives us the balance, and it is called the equilibrium. It gives us the balance. It is the one that helps us to move or to balance up so that we don't fall, and to balance up the steps. So these are the eight basic senses. Now let's look at the five traditional senses. We have talked about the sight, which is a vision, perception of light, color, shape, and movement. So the sight helps us to identify the color, identify the light, identify the shape, and identify the movement. If something is moving, we are able to see with the sense of sight, which is the vision. Then we have got the sense of hearing, which is audition, which makes us to perceive the sound waves and pitch and volume. So we are able to perceive and to hear the sound waves, pitch and volume. Then we have got tests, which is gustation, which perceives the chemical molecules, sweet, sour, salt, and bitter. So this is based on the tongue. Then we have got smell, which is olfaction, olfaction, which perceives the chemical molecules like scents, and you are able to smell the scents. We are the scent, and we have got the touch, which is tactilation, which perceives the pressure, temperature, and texture. So this is able to tell you that it is hot. It is able to tell you the if someone touches you, and it is able to tell you that there is something that is happening on your body. The additional senses, we have got the equilibriception. Equilibriception, it is the sense which governs the balancing. Perception of body position and movement. Then we have got proprioception, which is perception of body position, movement, and tension. Then we have got nociception, which perception of pain. This one, it is the one that gives you, even when you are feeling the pain of the stomach or any pain, it is the nociception which is able to identify and tell you what is going on inside you and where the pain is. Then we have got thermoception, which this is the one that perceives or able to tell you the temperature. These are inside the body. They are inside the body, and they are able to tell you the temperature. Then we have got interoception, which perceives of perception of internal body tests such as hunger, thirst, and fatigue. And also, for example, also going to the toilet. It is the one that I will tell you now it's time to go to the toilet. The functions of the senses or the sensory functions. The senses are there to help you detect, for detection, sensing the presence or absence of a stimulus. So they are there to make you detect something, and also discrimination, distinguishing between different stimuli. So the sensors will be able to tell you that no, it is hot, it is sweet, it is paining, and all that. Then we have got recognition. It helps us to identify and interpret sensory information. Then there is also localization, which determines the location of a stimulus. Now, the senses, there is the process that the senses works on. There is what is called transduction, which is a conversion of sensory energy into neural signals. So, for example, if someone touches you, then there will be the conversion of that touch into the sensory energy. Into that is, the touch will be the energy. Now it is going to be converted into what is called neural signals, and the neural signals are going to go to the brain, and the response is going to come back through what is through the other channel. Then so it is transduction, which is sensing the or changing or converting of the sensory energy. Then there is transmission. So they will be able to transmit now that information in the transmission of neural signals to the brain. So after transduction, which is the conversion, then there will be transmission, and then there is processing of processing, which is interpretation of and analysis of sensory information in the brain. So for example, if you look at something, the first thing that is going to be the energy, the light is going to be able to see something, and that is going to be it is going to be converted, which is transduction, converted into the neural signals, and the neural signals are going to transmit those neurons signals into the brain. Then from there, it is going to process the brain. Then it is going to tell you, oh, what you have seen, it is the table. It will give you the information that it has seen. That happens within seconds. Types of sensory information. We have got the visual, which is governed by sight and eyes. So this is also called photoreceptors. It detects light and color, light, color, shape, and movement. Then we have got auditory, which sounds, waves, pitch, and volume. Then we have got tactile, feeling, which is detected by the skin. So this, we have got about three senses that are connected to the tactile. We have got what is called a mechanoreception, which detects mechanical stimuli. And that is the mechanical stimuli. It is whereby there is the physical touch, the vibration and pressure. Then we have got what is called thermoreceptors. The thermoreceptors, they are able to detect the temperature. So there is a difference whereby something touches you, or you have the feeling of vibration and also the feeling of heat. For example, you are passing through the fire, or the something that which is hot, and you don't know that it is hot. So the thermo receptors are going to sense that and be able to detect and change and change the as we said, and transmit the neural signals to the brain. Then we have got also the nociception. It's a nociceptors. These detect painful stimuli, So if something maybe hits you, then it is going to transmit the information to the brain. Then we have got olfactory, which is smell, and odor, which is the organ used, which is the nose. This has got chemical, which is called chemoreceptors. These are called chemoreceptors, which detects chemicals, changes, smell, and taste. And also we have got gustatory, which it taste and flavor. This is which we use the tongue. So this is also chemoreceptors. It has got chemoreceptors which detect chemicals changes. So when you are eating something, then you are going to have that flavor, that smell, which is going to be transmitted. So the tongue has got also what is called chemoreceptors, just like the smell, the nose has got that then it also has got, we also have got interoception, which detects hunger, thirst, going to the toilet. So interoception, as I said, it detects the internal senses, what is going on within yourself. Then we have got proprioception, which control movements of the body. So it is going to help you to control the movement of the body. Then we have got vestibular, vestibular, or I don't know how you'll be able to pronounce it, but I pronounce it as vestibular, which gives the balance or gravity sense. Now, as we said, when we are transmitting the information, there is a sensory process, sensory receptors, then there is a transduction. So there is the receptors which are going to receive the information. Then there will be transduction, which is going to convert the information, and then there is a transmission, which is going to transmit information to the brain, and then the brain is going to respond. So there are uh, four processes that happens. Number one, there is sensory receptors, then there is also transduction, then there is transmission, and then there is response. So factors influencing sensory process. What are the factors that influences sensory processes, or what makes somebody to be able to sense? Number one, attention. Attention focus on specific stimuli and tasks. You know, there is you cannot sometimes you may not be able to sense something because you are not attentive to it. Have you ever had somebody whereby he is bent without realizing that he's bent? Why? Because maybe this person has is thinking about other things. There is no attention to the sense of feeling. So the attention will help you to be able to stimulate the feelings, or to stimulate the senses in a given or particular uh, where it is going to you are going to sense something. Then expectations. Sometimes we are able to perceive things because of expectations. If you are expecting something, I'll give you an example, like you are passing through the the smoke, but you are in a car where there is the smoke is not going uh, to come closer you. Now, just because your mind is expecting you to be choked with a smoke, so you fail to breathe. Your senses are going to tell you that you are choked, and you are going to be choked when there is no smoke to choke you. Then there is also context. The context, the environmental and the situation factors affecting perception. So the environment will also have the influence on how you're going to respond. So in the environment, that is where we there is like when you talk about the light can be able to change your mood and be able to tell you how to control your behavior. Then emotions, emotional state influencing perception and interpretation. Um, Somebody may just be greeting you well, but because of emotions, you may find that you answer a person what you are not supposed to answer. And also sometimes you may have the the emotions that are going to uh, lead you to behave or to feel something. Um, So that is all about that is the brief about the perception or the sensory. So for more information, you can be able to get this book and you can order the book. That is where the details and more scientific are. That is where you're going to learn how your behavior is influenced by this perception. Thank you for listening to this class or this lesson. I am your host, Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo, and God bless you.